Hello, I am Indigo Sage. Welcome to your empowerment message from your guardian angels. I've meditated, shuffled, and channeled your empowerment message off camera because you don't have to watch me make the pearl so long as I deliver your pearl of wisdom. For unique insights on spiritual journeys, check out the #1 blog site featuring spiritual awakening discussions at unapologeticallysage.com. All decks used will be in the description box below, along with other valuable information and links. As always, if this message resonates with you, you know what to do. Click like and subscribe. With that being said, let's sage it out. So, starting with the first card here, and it is crystals, which reads, the energy of crystals supports you and helps with your present situation. So, the energy power of crystals needs to be used heavily right now, which is what your guardian angels want you to know. There's lots of places for you to purchase crystals. I've gotten some from Amazon, but the best place to get them is wherever they are in your city or town, in the actual store, so that you can hold them and feel the vibrations, and they will speak to you when they resonate with you. And so the examples of how they work would be, the clear quartz can increase your psychic clarity. Black obsidian stone is a very effective protector. Pink rose quartz opens your heart to love. And purple amethyst raises your spiritual vibrations. The second card is parents, which reads, the divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. And some of the points that your guardian angels wanted you to know is that if you're lacking self confidence, it may be connected to your father. If you're having a hard time receiving loving kindness, it may be related to an unhealed emotion with your mother, because receptivity is a feminine energy. This card reassures you that your parents do love you, even if they didn't show you in the way that you expected them to. That's why this card is here and it came up. And we'll refer back to this later in the reading. So the next card is mediumship, which reads, you have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. Okay? So, and this is one of my favorite ones, because when I bought this deck, this was my second deck. And when I was doing readings for myself, this continued to come up. And I just think that I wasn't yet accepting that I was receiving, information from my loved ones passed on. So it became my favorite card, because after I accepted that truth as true, then it didn't have to pop up anymore. So what they want you to know is that you need to trust your feelings, thoughts, and visions about your connections, because they are real. Especially if you have a deceased parent, they are attempting to connect with you now with a very loving message that will bring about healing and peace into your life. Okay? So the next card is friendship here. And the bullet points on that one is to be aware of how much energy of other people are affecting you. Okay? Be aware of that. And this is a simple reminder that friendship is a regular exchange of energy, and The energy of your friendship can influence your thoughts. So I know that some of that is common knowledge, some of it is not. Um, it's common knowledge that the energy of your friendships can affect your thoughts. It's plain and simply if you ask for their opinion on something. But also, you need to be aware that other people's, you need to be aware of how other people's energy affect you. That's very important, especially with this day and time and everything that's going on. You need to make sure that your energy is protected and reserved because your energy is earned. Okay, don't give it out for free. So next is you are loved, and they really want you to know that sometimes we step into anger when we feel people are trying to control us, and we're referring to this card. Also, they're telling me to remind you guys to pay attention to images and colors of the cards because it may trigger a feeling or an emotion that means something to you. And you are loved. They want you to know that this time in your life is very temporary. Excuse me. They want you to know that this time in your life is very temporary, and before you know it, you will be making your own rules. They're referring to how sometimes, we step into anger when we feel people are trying to control us. That's temporary, and soon you'll be making your own rules. It's okay to go along with what others say as long as you feel that their rules are based in love and wisdom. Okay? I'm going to actually repeat that. As long as their rules are based in love and wisdom. Okay? So they're really emphasizing that it's time to reevaluate everything and write down, to your parents, your friendships, your bosses, every relationship in your life, they want you to take a closer look at it and see who's based in love and wisdom. And they continue to say, detach for a moment and allow yourself to see the situation through other people's motivations. Okay, there it is right there. To see the situation through other people's motivations. The angels love and respect you unconditionally and are always on your side. So, we move on to you are not alone, which is one of the key messages that was ringing all throughout my meditation for this empowerment message. They really want you to understand that you are not alone. And they're saying, as you grow older, you'll realize that no one on this planet truly knows what he or she is doing. We all just get by as best we can. This card reminds you that you've got plenty of help and companionship available to you. Never before have so many people come into a lifetime with a shared divine purpose of rewriting the script for daily human life. Okay, and I want to stop right there because, as we all know what's actually going on right now. So, and my messages are timeless, so I'm not going to shout out a date, but as I'm recording this, we're going through, you know, what people have affectionately referred to as the Rona. But this just rings true when it says, never before have so many people come into a lifetime with the shared divine purpose of rewriting the script for daily human life. Your indigo mission is so very important, and there are literally millions of other indigos in this world having very similar experiences. Ask the angels to help guide you to like-minded people who can relate to you. It will soon become apparent to you that you are an integral part of one of the most significant movements in human history. Okay? In human history. So now what we have here is what I like to call the summary card. And it is the number one. And I'm saying that for all of you who know about angel number messages, and for those of you who do not, more information about angel messages will be in the description below. I'll attach a link to where it will explain all about angel messages, angel number messages, which is just a convenient way that they relate messages to us. But moving right along to the card, it is first ray of power. And I am going to go ahead and read to you a short explanation of what they're talking about as the summary. The first ray of power is energy of conscious destruction. It can be used in a healthy way to eliminate the past and allow for a fresh start. The first ray also carries the frequency of leadership. It can assist you to stand in the truth of your light so others can find their way by it. And I will repeat that. It can assist you to stand in your light, the truth of your light, so others can find their way by it. It helps to strengthen your willpower so you can accomplish any task you choose. The Ascended Master El Morya brings you his particular blessing and encourages you to believe in your own strength and take the initiative on what matters most to you. If you are confused about which path to take or whether to continue a certain relationship, course of action, or lifestyle choice, the first ray of light will clarify matters for you. When it moves through our lives, whatever is holding us back will be removed, either through circumstances seemingly beyond our own control or by our own actions, based on a sudden inner knowing. And I will repeat that. It deserves repeating. When this first ray of light moves through our lives, whatever is holding us back will be removed, either through circumstances seemingly beyond our own control or by our own actions based on a sudden inner knowing. When the first ray of when the first ray of power is indicated, a long-term plan that was once important to you may suddenly seem as though it needs to change or even be released altogether. Or you may suddenly get the motivation to go for something you have been dreaming of for a long time. Once this ray affects your life, your understanding of what is helpful and what is not can change overnight. The changes will feel very true, freeing, and helpful. Those people, dreams, and opportunities that remain in your life afterwards have survived the onslaught of divine will. This means that the universe is confirming that they are meant to be part of your journey at this time. And that onslaught of knowledge, I kind of connect that with a spiritual awakening, which, as I mentioned before in the beginning of the video, you can find a lot of useful information about spiritual awakening at the website unapologeticallysage.com, which is a website that I created, and I am a contributor of the blog post, but it's all about the spiritual journey, and it's an open forum for discussion about it. And so, you know, this card, the summary of this message altogether, the first ray of power, the onslaught of that power is speaking about your light, the truth of your light, letting it shine through so that it can help lead others. That to me rings awakening. And so what we have here is angel number tiles. And they were created by moi, Indigo Sage. and they are chosen in the same fashion. They're cleansed and prayed over and chosen the same way that I do with the cards. And so this one is the angel number tiles are used for a little bit of clarity on the message. And so with that, your angel number 1111 signifies that an energetic gateway has opened up for you, and this will rapidly manifest your thoughts into reality. And that is something that we really, really, really need to be aware of. You know, it's so easy to have a negative thought or think negatively, you know, and especially when something bad happens, or we're going through something that we perceive as bad. But what you need to remember is that our thoughts become our reality. So you need to be careful. And that's what 1111 is reminding you. And it also says that there is an opportunity opening up for you, and your thoughts are manifesting. Excuse me. There is an opportunity opening up for you, and your thoughts are manifesting them into form at lightning speed. Angel number 1111 is similar to the bright light of a flashbulb. Okay? So that means as you're listening to this message, it's happening right now for you. Angel number 1111 is telling you, be careful with your thoughts because they're manifesting right now at the flash of a light bulb speed. So be aware of your thoughts because your thoughts become your reality. So I beg of you, do not be negative or sad in any way, you know, despite what you're going through. And so overall, this message is letting you know that your issues with your parents are affecting your energy. It's telling you to be aware of other people's energy that affect your energy. And then it really wants me to emphasize that you are not alone because you aren't. You aren't. And even this card here about the parents and the mediumship is letting you know that, especially if I'm just getting such a sensation right now of you guys having parents, one or both, possibly, or a guardian who's passed on. They are trying to contact you right now. And so what you're feeling, whether it's the smell of a perfume or cologne, or you're thinking about their favorite dish and you're in the mood to eat it, you know, cook it. I'm seeing cooking it. You are not alone. Those are true messages that they are sending you to let you know that they love you and they are there with you, and you are not alone. You are not alone. So, with all of that being said, I like to end my empowerment messages with a quote or a poem. And so, here's the one that I chose for this one. Love yourself enough to set boundaries. Your time and energy are precious. You get to choose how you use it. You teach people how to treat you by deciding what you will and won't put up with. And that poem is by Anna Taylor. You guys be blessed and remember to sage it out.